Ο Άντριου είναι από το Τέξας και κάνει το γύρο του κόσμου με τη μηχανή του. Φυσικά, εμείς δεν θα μπορούσαμε να μην γίνουμε μέρος της περιπετειάς του και έτσι αποφασίσαμε να βολτάρουμε μαζί του. Το μπουφάν το φόρεσα, θα φορέσει το κράνος και φύγαμε. Μία βόλτα με τον Άντριου, φτάσαμε στην Γλυφάδα. Είναι η ώρα να μας απαντήσει στις ερωτήσεις μας. Hello, let's start. What motivated you to go the long way around?
So in 2004, Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman did a similar trip around the world, and I was much younger, but I watched the movie about it, and I got really excited for the adventure that they had. And so I decided a few years ago that I would try and do something similar, one big lap around the world.
Was it a dream of life or just a thought you had and you did it?
So I've been riding motorcycles since I was very young, and I've always enjoyed seeing new places, and so I would think that maybe for my entire life I've dreamed of doing these types of things, but I really only focused on this trip the last 2 years probably, yeah.
How long will your adventure last? What is the total distance that you will cover?
Okay. Yeah, so I started in Dallas, Texas in the United States, and I rode through Canada, and I'm going through Europe now, and we'll cross through Russia and Kazakhstan and Mongolia, and then back to the United States to finish the lap. And in total, it'll be about 45,000 kilometers. Of time on the motorcycle, of distance covered, yeah.
What was the time you spent planning the trip?
To plan the trip, it's taken me about 2 years because I have another full-time job back home, and so it's taken me about 2 years to plan this trip.
And how much it will cost?
I think, considering gasoline for the motorcycle, service and tires and things like that, in total it'll cost about 15,000 euro. I camp a lot and I try and budget my money for food, so it could be way more expensive or it could be less, but I'm planning for about 15,000 euro.
Is it your first time in Greece, and what do you like here?
It is my first time. Greece is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look where we are here on the beach today. That's one of the things I really like, is it's just a beautiful country, but the people are also very inviting. I mean, I'm making friends, you know, just passing through Athens today. And so, yeah, I really like the people as well.
What was the most difficult part of the trip?
So far, I'm about 2 months into the trip, and I think the most challenging thing so far has been just being lonely, to be honest. Traveling by myself, and I spend sometimes 8 hours on the motorcycle in a day, and you know, naturally there's nobody to talk to. And I travel through a lot of countries where I don't speak the language, and so if there's nobody to sit and have a meal with and talk to, it's just a lot of time alone. So loneliness is probably the biggest challenge so far. Yeah.
Is there any special reason which you decide to do this trip now?
Well, so in my life, it seemed like a good time with work to try and take a break and do this trip. But as far as the time of year, I came to Europe in February, and there's been really good weather so far. But I need to be able to cross Russia during a time when it's warm enough, where it's warm enough to ride the motorcycle. And then I also am planning to ride in Alaska, and so I have to wait for it to get warm enough there as well, and then make it back in time for work. So 7 months starting in February, ending in September is about the right time to make this type of trip.
Are you planning to write a book about this?
Well, I have a blog, so I do capture a lot of my adventures. I don't think I would write a book specifically about this. I've taken a lot of motorcycle trips. This is, I think, the 48th country that I've toured on a motorcycle, and I think I would enjoy writing a book about all of them. Not just this trip, because it's been a unique journey so far.
Tell us about your blog, where the money of the donations go.
Okay, so yeah, so I have a blog. Its address is expeditionrwb.com, so round the world and back, expeditionrwb. And on there I'm fundraising for UNICEF. So people can go on and donate money, and it's going to help children around the world who are less fortunate than us. And so I would love support both on the website and donations for UNICEF as well.